Good morning, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 5718 Southeast 52nd Avenue here in Portland. We're located on the rooftop. We're going through the 4-inch cast iron vent. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. We'll get some of these cobwebs cleaned off of the camera lens here, and then I'll zero out the camera length kind of right where that camera's sitting there at the base of the vent. Alright, here we go. I'm going to have the camera moving kind of quickly here just to get through all the twists and turns inside the home. It will reel back slower. I just transitioned here to concrete pipe at 33 feet out. It appears to be 6-inch concrete. And it's hard to tell what's going on there. The camera kind of goes underwater. It feels like the camera's almost running into something under there, so we'll take a look at that on the way out when it's drained. We definitely have a root intrusion here, though, you can see all that coming down to the top of the pipe there. Root intrusion is here at 46 feet. And we'll definitely get that marked for repair. It looks like we have another root intrusion right here at 49 feet. More roots at 52. Alright, looks like it's transitioning here to clay pipe. And that piece of pipe there looks like there's a hole in it. I'll see if my camera can pop over the top of this. It may not. There we go. Yeah, I just transitioned to terracotta clay there. And this is usually right around the street curb area where it will switch to clay pipe. Yeah, we've got root intrusions all the way out. Looks like now this is going to be one I recommend a full line replacement on. Basically the entire exterior line here is completely shot. There's a portion of this that will be the city's, which is mostly going to be this clay pipe here. Your responsibility as a homeowner ends at the street curb in Multnomah County, so what I'll do is I'll reel back and I'll locate all the pipe that's on property. Anything beyond that, it's up to the city to deal with. And then here's our main lateral here at 97 feet out. Okay, located the camera head successfully. I pulled back here just because everything from this point forward is all city. This is just beyond the curb here, or just beyond the street curb going out to Southeast 52nd Avenue. And we're at 8 feet deep. And you can see that the joint here at the transition is busted. There's a hole in the pipe there, so I would contact the city about this portion of it. You can see how wonky the pipe is once you get past here, even with the water flowing from on our way out there. So the whole terracotta section, almost every single joint has like a 1-inch offset or separation in it. I'm going to do a few markings throughout the line here. So that there was at 63 feet. And we'll mark everything back to the cast iron transition. Alright, we just crossed back into the front yard here. We're still about almost 8 feet deep. It's about 7 feet 11 or 7 foot 10 inches there, and that's about 1.5 feet from the fence in the front yard. Yeah, we basically have a root intrusion in almost every single pipe joint here throughout all the concrete. The good news with the concrete, at least thus far, we'll wait till we get all the way back here to the cast iron transition, but this is all so far is draining out. So it does open up the option of doing a trenchless pipeliner on this and not having to dig anything up, which is always ideal if you can do it. Now, this will be our last marking here. I'll put a white T marking. This will be in the front yard area. And then my last marking where the repair ends is a white X just past the street curb out in the road on Southeast 52nd. And then for the terracotta portion from the curb out, I recommend contacting the city to see what they want to do there. Their portion of the line is absolutely trashed and is in need of repair as well. There's busted pipe joints and almost every joint, like I said, has about a 1-inch offset roughly. So if you can do it in conjunction, that's always ideal because the terracotta joint that it connects to in the street is busted. But anyway, I recommend all the concrete pipe on property be replaced or lined. And I would look into the cost difference of both of those. There's not a ton of concrete. There's obviously a little bit of the sidewalk to deal with aside from that. Not too much. So it's worth looking into both, see which one's more cost effective. Alright, and this marking here is basically where the bark dust that's up against the front of the house meets the grass, just about, probably 4 feet in front of the home. The line may run partially underneath or straight underneath the and just so you know, where I put this marking here was out in the concrete. The marking's about 1 foot off. If I try and locate in the cast iron pipe, it's up underneath the bush, and it's also much harder to locate. So just keep that in mind, that marking is actually about 1 foot in front of the cast iron transition. But I'm getting there at 7 feet deep. And at this point here, we're now back inside the house. That's some kind of drain tie in there. Yeah, from 33 feet out to 63 feet, I recommend a full replacement or liner. The nice part here is that concrete does drain out, so you can actually remove the roots and then do a trenchless liner there and deal with the concrete pipe without having to dig usually a single hole. So if that can be done, that's great. Otherwise, there's only maybe one concrete square of the sidewalk to have to deal with, and then the rest of it's dirt in the front yard basically. So anyway, I recommend that all be repaired, and I highly recommend a rescope afterwards to ensure it was done correctly. And then I would also contact the city about the terracotta portion. If you can get them done at the same time in conjunction, that would be ideal in this situation. But all the cast iron pipe there is in good shape, so that part can remain.